Take a deep breath for a moment and just pause. Not because you are tired, but because you are alive. Right now, this moment you are breathing in and breathing out is not coming back ever again. Once it passes, it becomes memory, and memory cannot be lived again. This is why time is not just money, not just seconds and minutes on a clock. Time is life itself. When you waste time, you are not wasting hours, you are wasting pieces of your own existence. Most people say, I don't have time. But the truth is, we all have the same 24 hours. The difference is not in time. The difference is in awareness. Some people live consciously, others live casually. Some people respect time, others abuse it. And time treats everyone the same. It never argues, it never complains, it never waits. It just moves forward, silently, relentlessly. There is a beautiful story of a man who went to a saint and said, please bless me, I want success. The saint looked at him and said, how much time do you have? The man was confused. He said, what kind of question is that? I have my whole life. The saint smiled and said, that is exactly why you are failing. You think you have time. When we believe we have endless time, we delay growth. We postpone discipline. We push dreams to tomorrow, and tomorrow quietly turns into years. Time does not ruin lives. Casual living ruins lives. We waste time not always by doing bad things, but by doing unnecessary things. Endless scrolling, pointless arguments, complaining without action, living in regret of the past or anxiety of the future. All of this looks harmless, but slowly it eats away your days. And one day you wake up older, tired, and wondering where life went. Another story comes to mind. There was a woodcutter who had only one axe. Instead of sharpening it, he kept cutting trees with a blunt blade. Someone advised him, stop and sharpen your axe. He replied, I don't have time. I need to cut trees. He worked harder and harder but achieved less and less. This is how many people live. They stay busy but not effective. They stay occupied but not fulfilled. They confuse motion with progress. Time is life, but quality of life depends on how consciously you use that time. You don't need to do 1,000 things. You need to do a few right things with full presence. A focused hour is more powerful than 10 distracted hours. A disciplined morning can change the direction of your entire day. And a well-lived day, repeated consistently, can transform a lifetime. Many people say, I'll start when I feel motivated. But motivation is emotional, and emotions change. Time does not wait for motivation. Life rewards discipline, not mood. The most successful people are not always the most talented, but they are the most consistent. They respect time even when they don't feel like it. They show up even when it's boring. They plant seeds even when results are invisible. There is a simple but powerful truth. How you spend your day is how you spend your life. If your days are careless, your life will be careless. If your days are intentional, your life will become meaningful. You don't need a new year, a new month, or a perfect situation. You need a new respect for time. Think about how often we say, just 5 more minutes, and end up wasting an hour. How often we say, I'll do it later, and later never comes. Time is polite, but it is not forgiving. It gives you chances, but it never gives refunds. There was an old man sitting near a railway station, watching trains pass. A young boy asked him, why do trains never wait? The old man replied, because their destination is clear. When your purpose is clear, you don't waste time. When your purpose is unclear, time leaks everywhere. Most of our stress does not come from lack of time, but from poor priorities. We give time to people who drain us and excuses to things that would grow us. We invest hours in entertainment, but claim we don't have time for health, learning, prayer, or self-reflection. And then we wonder why life feels empty. Time is life, and life is meant to grow. Even nature teaches us this. A seed that wastes seasons rots. A seed that respects seasons becomes a tree. Growth requires patience, but patience does not mean delay. It means consistent action without panic. One of the biggest illusions is thinking you will have more energy later. You won't. You will only have less. Youth is not just about age, it's about energy and courage. Use it wisely. Learn, build, discipline yourself. Because old age should be a time of peace, not regret. There is a quiet pain that many elderly people carry. It is not physical. It is the pain of I wish I had taken better care of my health. I wish I had spent more time with loved ones. I wish I had believed in myself earlier. Regret is the interest you pay on wasted time. But this is not to scare you. This is to awaken you. Right now, as long as you are breathing, time is still giving you a chance. You can still choose differently. You can still simplify. You can still focus. Stop wasting time on proving yourself to people who don't care. Stop wasting time explaining yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. Stop wasting time holding grudges that poison your peace. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because your time deserves better. There is a story of a king who gave his servant a bag of gold and said, "You have one day to use it wisely. Whatever you buy is yours forever." The servant wasted hours arguing, planning, and hesitating. By evening, the market closed. He returned with an empty bag. Time gave him wealth, but indecision stole it. Life gives us time the same way. What we do with it decides what we keep. When you start valuing time, you start valuing yourself. You stop settling for nonsense. You stop chasing validation. You start building skills, habits, character. You choose long-term peace over short-term pleasure. And remember, rest is not wasting time. Rest with awareness renews life, but mindless escape drains life. There is a difference between rest and distraction. One heals you, the other steals you. If you want to honor time, begin your day intentionally. Wake up with gratitude. Move your body. Feed your mind something positive. Decide your top priorities. And at night, reflect. Ask yourself, did I live today or just pass it? Time is life. Every sunrise is a reminder that you have been given another chance. Not everyone gets it. Use it with humility. Use it with courage. Use it with discipline. Don't wait for life to slow down. It won't. You must slow your mind down and speed your actions up. Focus on what truly matters. Because at the end of life, you will not remember the likes, the noise, the distractions. You will remember moments of growth, love, service, and courage. Start today, not tomorrow, today. Respect time and time will respect you. Ignore time and time will quietly move on without you. Because time is not running out. Life is passing by. And as life keeps moving forward, here comes a silent realization that time is not loud when it leaves. It does not announce its departure. It slips away gently, day by day, moment by moment, while we are busy postponing the things that truly matter. This is why awareness is everything. Awareness turns ordinary moments into meaningful experiences. Many people believe that wasting time means doing nothing. But often wasting time means doing things that don't align with your values. You can be extremely busy and still waste your life. You can fill your schedule and still feel empty. Because time is not asking you to stay busy. It is asking you to stay purposeful. There is a simple story of a teacher who asked his students to fill a jar. First he put big stones in it. Then he added pebbles, then sand, and finally water. He explained that if you start with sand, there will be no space for stones. Life works the same way. If you fill your time with trivial things first, there will be no space left for what truly matters: health, family, growth, faith, contribution. The tragedy is not that life is short. The tragedy is that we fill it with the wrong things. Time teaches humility. It reminds us that we are not permanent. Our positions, our struggles, our fame, our pain, all temporary. This understanding can either make you careless or conscious. Careless people say nothing matters anyway. Conscious people say everything matters because it won't last. When you truly understand that time is life, you stop postponing happiness. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You learn to create meaning even in ordinary days. You stop saying, one day I'll change, and start asking, why not today? There is a beautiful wisdom in living simply. Simplicity saves time. Fewer desires mean fewer distractions. Fewer distractions mean deeper focus. And deeper focus means a richer life. Most stress is self-created by unnecessary wants and comparisons. When you simplify your life, time starts working for you instead of against you. Another story comes to mind. A man was asked, "What is the most expensive thing in the world?" He answered, "Regret." Because regret is paid for with time, and time cannot be earned back. Money can be recovered, status can be rebuilt, even health can sometimes be restored. But lost time is gone forever. This understanding changes the way you speak, the way you listen, the way you treat people. You become more patient because you know anger wastes time. You become more forgiving because resentment consumes life energy. You become more focused because you realize distraction is theft. Time is life, but life is also relationships. And relationships require time, presence, and sincerity. One conscious conversation can be more valuable than years of shallow interaction. One moment of genuine care can leave a lifelong impact. Do not underestimate small moments. Life is made of them. You also learn that saying no is a form of self-respect. Every time you say yes to something necessary, you are saying no to something important. Time management is not about managing hours, it is about managing priorities. And finally, remember this: time does not belong to you. It is entrusted to you. Use it wisely, live gently but purposefully, grow steadily but humbly. And when you look back one day, may you smile, not because life was easy, but because you lived it consciously. Because in the end, the question will not be how long you lived, but how deeply you lived. And when you begin to live consciously, something very subtle yet powerful happens inside you. You stop rushing, yet you move faster in the right direction. You stop reacting, yet you respond with wisdom. You stop chasing everything, yet the right things start coming closer to you. This is the paradox of time. When you respect it, it rewards you. When you ignore it, it teaches you through pain. Most people think they have time. That illusion is the biggest thief. We say things like, "I'll do it later, I'll start next month, I'll fix this someday," without realizing that someday is not a date on the calendar. Someday is a dream that never shows up. Life is lived only in one place, now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Now. There is a quiet sadness in realizing how many relationships fade not because of hatred but because of neglect. Not because people didn't love each other, but because they didn't give time to each other. A phone call delayed, a visit postponed, a conversation avoided. And one day, time decides for us. Opportunities close, people change, moments pass, and we are left saying, "I wish I had." There is a story of an old father who waited every evening for his son to come home from work. The son was busy building his career, always tired, always saying, "Tomorrow, Dad." One day, there was no tomorrow. The chair where the father sat every evening remained empty. The son gained success, but lost a lifetime of moments he could never recover. This is not a story to make you sad. It is a story to wake you up. Time does not ask for perfection. It asks for sincerity. You don't need to do great things every day. You just need to do the right things consistently. A few minutes of prayer, a few minutes of silence, a few minutes of learning, a few minutes of movement. These small investments compound quietly, and one day you wake up and realize your life has changed. We underestimate the power of daily discipline because its results are invisible at first, but time is always watching. It rewards what you repeat. If you repeat distraction, it gives you regret. If you repeat effort, it gives you growth. If you repeat gratitude, it gives you peace. Living wisely with time also means making peace with rest. Rest is not wasting time. Mindless scrolling is. Rest renews you. Distraction drains you. Learn the difference. Silence is productive. Stillness is powerful. A calm mind uses time better than a rushed one. There is also courage in letting go. Letting go of people who waste your time and energy. Letting go of habits that steal your focus. Letting go of guilt about the past. the past has already taken its share of time. Don't let it take your present too. One of the greatest signs of maturity is realizing that you cannot attend every argument you are invited to. You cannot please everyone. You cannot fix everyone. Trying to do so is a silent way of wasting life. Choose wisely where your time goes, because your time is your life in disguise. And remember this deeply. Time is neutral. It treats everyone equally. Rich or poor, young or old, it gives the same 24 hours. The difference in lives is not because of time, but because of choices. What you choose to do with today decides what tomorrow will look like. So live gently, but live intentionally. Speak with kindness, but also with truth. Work hard, but don't forget to live. Plan for the future, but don't miss the present. Because one day, all we will have are memories. And memories are nothing but time that was lived consciously. Time is life. Guard it, honor it, use it well. And as you continue to live consciously, another profound truth begins to reveal itself. Life rewards presence, not just effort. You can work tirelessly, fill your days with activity, and still feel empty. Why? Because doing without being aware is like running on a treadmill. You move, but you never arrive anywhere. But when you focus, when you channel your energy into things that matter, when you act with purpose, every moment becomes an investment in your own growth, your own happiness, your legacy. There's a story of a young musician who practiced tirelessly every day but only mindlessly repeated exercises. His teacher noticed his efforts but saw no progress. One day the teacher said, "Practice with attention, not just hands. Every note you play it with your heart. Then time will work for you." The musician began to focus, to be present with each sound, and slowly, day by day, mastery unfolded. Time didn't change, it simply rewarded conscious effort. Life is the same. Effort without awareness is wasted time. Awareness turns effort into transformation. Time also teaches us patience.